Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the pixellab.net. I have a quick tutorial today on kind of lighting your scene and dealing with shadows. So I came up with this kind of problem a little while ago. Let me show you my scene here. So I have a light on top here and then a backlight, and I wanted a nice soft shadow under here. So I went to my light under the general tab and I changed my shadow to soft shadows. We'll go ahead and look and see what that looks like. So we get this kind of nasty shadow that casts itself way back here, right? And I just want a nice subtle shadow under here. Well, if we take this light, in order to get a nice little shadow under there, we have to take this light and put it sort of right on top here. And that will kind of drive the shadow to be right underneath the monitor. But then it screws up all of our lighting and it looks terrible, right? So let's go ahead and undo that. And let's figure out a way that we can have a nice shadow. Now, before I knew about the shadow caster light, I thought about all kinds of ridiculous things like rendering this scene twice, once with the lighting up here and just rendering out the shadow. Well, that's just ridiculous, right? So there's a really quick way to do this, and all it is one little checkbox. So let's go ahead and turn off the shadows on this light. Let's go ahead and duplicate this light, and let's put it up where we wanted that shadow, right? So kind of up on top here. Now we don't want this light to cast any illumination. We just want it to be able to kind of cast a shadow. And you can do that really easily by going to the details on this light, and there's this little checkbox called Shadow Caster. And the second we click that on, you're going to see that it kind of stops illuminating the scene, right? So it's not going to mess up your lighting, but it is going to cast a shadow. Now, of course, we have to go turn the shadows on. So we'll turn those to shadow soft and go ahead and hit render. And it looks kind of crazy. We'll probably need to turn the intensity down a little bit. See what that looks like. So now we're able to light the scene the way we want with that front light, but we're able to get a nice shadow. And now we can deal with our shadow really easily. One little note is it's a little bit harsh, the edges, and that is because of the shadow map. Let me just go ahead and show you. If you bump this up to 1000 by 1000, it's going to become even sharper. So this is a really good thing to know. This is basically the resolution of your shadow. And before it was at 250 by 250, we actually want it to be less than that. So let's try 100, and that's going to make your shadow a little bit more blurry, right? So now you're getting that kind of nice soft shadowing underneath that floating object that's kind of floating above the ground. So that's a really great way to get a blurry shadow, and it's also a great way to get shadows without having to worry about the light kind of messing up with your lighting, right? So that's a great way. Obviously, this is not exactly photorealistic because a shadow would not look like that if we had lighting from the front. But you know what? A lot of the times we're just cheating stuff to make it look cool. So that is a really, really fast way to kind of manage your shadows without worrying about your lighting. So I hope that helps, and I hope you learned something new. Thanks for checking out the pixellab.net, guys, and we'll talk again next time.